There's a state of emergency now in Florida, where a reservoir filled with toxic wastewater is on the brink of collapse. Crews are racing to pump as much of that water as possible out of this pond in Manatee County, about 40 miles south of Tampa. It currently holds about 300 million gallons of wastewater that contains phosphate, a byproduct of fertilizing process. If the reservoir breaks, it could unleash a 20-foot tsunami into nearby neighborhoods, threaten a natural gas plant that provides power to millions, and spill right into Tampa Bay, threatening marine life and much more. So far, authorities have evacuated more than 300 homes near the area. They've also moved inmates in a nearby prison out of the potential flood zone. NBC's Sam Brock live in Palmetto, Florida, on the race to plug the leaks. Sam.
Shep, good evening. Good to be with you. A reservoir rupture is certainly a possibility right now. There's only one equation that's going to work for city, state, and county officials. That is pumping, as you said, as much wastewater as they possibly can from a leaky reservoir about a mile to my north into the Gulf of Mexico. And that's it. Nothing else that they could do at this point, Shep, would allow them to avoid catastrophe. So that's what's going on right now. We did get an update from the county administrator today who said that they were at 35 million gallons of water right now. They expect that figure to get up to 100 million. That is significant, and let me tell you why. The leaky reservoir, according to the county, started at 480 million gallons. They can get 100 million plus going on every single day moving forward. It is possible, certainly within the realm of possibility, that we could be looking at a situation where they've gotten those water levels low enough that people here no longer will have to worry about what would happen if, as you said, a tsunami wave came barreling into their community. But that can only happen if they reach those flows. I asked the county administrator what it would take for people to actually be able to breathe a sigh of relief. He said they have to keep up at that accelerated rate, or it might last the rest of the week. And that's certainly the concern. Right now, they are using more than 24 pumps, 10 truck vacuums, and myriad drones to detect what's going on in real time. Speaking of drones, Shep, and this was a major development today as well, we were briefed on the fact that there could be, based on drone information, a second breach that was later determined to be inaccurate, I should say, a false alarm from the Army Corps of Engineers. But you can only imagine that created a lot of confusion for a period of time. One other thing that I would like to add, there is a division of homes, 140 homes in the evacuation zone, a half a mile down the street from where I'm standing right now. I was in there today on the fringes, and I can tell you, of the 140 homes, maybe every other one had a car in front or someone inside. All these folks are hearing the warnings, but they are not necessarily leaving. And we've seen how this can be disastrous in the past. There's a history here specifically of problems with these stacks that, as you said, are looking after phosphate byproducts. And we know back in 2011, Shep, that led to 170 million gallons of toxic wastewater going into a local harbor. Hopefully right now we're not going to see a repeat of history.
Let's hope. Sam Brock live on scene. Updates as warranted. Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.